everyone, I am wearing white gloves, which means that a wristwatch has arrived for a video review today, namely from the company ADDIESDIVE, the Diver 200mm model, AD2048, which supports water resistance up to 200 meters or 20 atmospheres. Can you imagine? All this stuff is delivered in such a box. On the front side we have the name and logo of the company ADDIESDIVE, and there are no other markings on the box. Let's move on to unpacking. We open the box and here we are met by a plastic case, very durable even, and it is fixed not only in the front, but also on the sides. Let's open the case. And here we are immediately met by a wristwatch. Let's put it aside for now. Well, then we are met by instructions with the characteristics of our watch, a warranty card, a booklet with customer support contacts, as well as a tool, as I understand it, for adjusting the watch bracelet. Well, let's take our wristwatch out of this pack, open it, and remove the protective film from the watch. By the way, this watch is quite massive because of its metal bracelet. Let's run through the characteristics of this wristwatch. Specifications: model AD2048, movement, Japanese automatic movement, NH35, power reserve 41 hours. Case material 316L stainless steel wire drawing process, back case 316L stainless steel. Watch mirror, synthetic sapphire crystal, water resistance 200 Meisaku 20 ATM. Light, BGW9 super blue luminous powder. Crown, screw down crown. Case back, screw down solid bottom cover. Case diameter 39 mm, excluding crown. Case length 49 mm from lug to lug. Case thickness 12 mm, lug width 20 mm, glass size 33.5 x 1.8 mm diameter x thickness. Crown size 7.4 mm diameter. Watch weight 136 grays, including steel strap. Well, now let's discuss wristwatches in more detail. When it comes to the finishes on the ADDIESDIVE AD2048, if you go for the bead blasted look, there's not much to add. The surface is evenly bead blasted and well distributed across the case. I opted for the bracelet version, and it does feature some finishing. There's circular brushing on the top of the lugs, which is done to a pretty good standard. However, there's no finishing on the edges here, no sharp edges, and the finishing is quite soft. It's not poorly done, but it's definitely on the softer side. There's also horizontal brushing on the side of the case, which is executed nicely, adding a sharper contrast compared to other parts of the watch. It's interesting because last year's model was nearly flawless, but this year they seem a bit off track. Nevertheless, it's still a great choice, paying tribute to a powerful design, especially with the bright dial. If the case had undergone additional shot peening, the result would have been even better. The main issue, however, is the bracelet. It's very poorly fitted, which you can see from the gaps on the back. It's too loose, and there are gaps here as well. I'd almost say it's close to being junk for an ADDIESDIVE, though not quite, but the quality is noticeably worse compared to promotional models from previous years. Yet it matches the overall style of the watch. The clasp is standard, but of good quality, nicely machined. It features the Dive ADDI logo and inscription, with plenty of micro adjustments for a perfect fit. And of course you have the double deployant clasp with a scissor mechanism inside. It operates smoothly without any issues, and yeah, looking closer at the back of the watch, you can see how poorly integrated the bracelet is, which is disappointing. The case back itself is decent, featuring the ADDIESDIVE logo with a spear fisherman engraved, and this part is well done. The case back is screw down, providing 200 meters of water resistance. Turning the watch over, let's focus on the crown. It's well executed, a nice size with good knurling for grip, and a logo on the side. It's easy to operate with a clear click. Pull it out to the first position to adjust the date, and to the second position to adjust the time. This also stops the movement. Hacking function? This one runs about plumb 7 seconds per day, which isn't bad, though I'd prefer it to be closer to +2 or +0.5 seconds. Still, it's performing well. Now let's take a closer look at the dial. It's crafted with great attention to detail. The outer minute track features markings every 5 seconds with small black dots. The inner ring with concentric circles is done to a very good effect, while the flat mat center has 24-hour markers. Above the pinion is the ADDIESDIVE logo with automatic 200 below it, written in a perfect font. I like the length of the hands. They're of decent quality, and the loom on the hands is excellent. However, the elephant in the room is the lack of additional loom on the silver dial, at least on the outer markers. I would have preferred those to be nicely loomed dots, so that you could easily read the time in the dark. As it stands, only the hands are visible, which can be inconvenient unless you have the watch in your hand and can feel the crown to know where the C is. The black version doesn't have this issue. It has loom on both the hands and the large Arabic numerals, making it much easier to read at night. So keep this in mind when choosing the model. As you can see, the flat sapphire crystal does a great job. It's not perfectly flush with the top of the bezel, but the brushing on the bezel is well done with 2 layers, giving it a refined look. As I mentioned earlier, I'll show you this watch on a different strap, and that's where it truly shines. Yes, it definitely wears much more comfortably on a leather strap or even an island style strap. For me, with my smaller wrist, this option is very comfortable. It's a really good watch for the price, especially if you can get it on sale. The question is whether you're okay with just the loomed hands. It does manage to pull it off with this dial, but if you want full loom, the black dial is the way to go. And really, the bead blasted finish seems like the best choice. Overall, a very decent watch for the price. If you can get it on sale, go for it. And that's all from me. You can buy it using the link in the description. Thank you all for watching. Good luck to everyone. Bye everyone. Ciao.